and now it's recording.
Oh dear.
So it's it's time for our interview. So this is my Aunt Donna, and she's going to tell us about her experience when she was getting ready to take the GED test. First she took classes, and then she took the test to earn her diploma. So I have some questions that I wanted her to answer so that we could get more of an idea of what that experience was like for her. So can you tell me, why did you want to take the GED test? Tell me.
I just wanted to achieve something. It was for my own self-worth. I just wanted to do that for myself.
Yeah, were you thinking about it a long time, or?
Yeah, I knew I was going to do it, but I was going to wait till my kids were all in school so I didn't have to find babysitting to do it.
Okay, so you were just waiting and you had that kind of like in mind that was your goal?
Yeah.
So I'm going to actually just quick start my timer so I know how long we're talking for. Okay, so how did you find out about how to enroll in the classes and where to go to take them? Like where did you get all that information?
Oh, a friend of mine named Linda Owens.
Oh, okay. Oh, does she have kids named Jarrell?
Yes, she does.
Oh, I taught her kids at Reynolds.
Yeah, she does.
Okay. Well, so you found out from Linda Owens, and Linda told you where the classes were going to be and like how to sign up for them and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you have to pay to take the classes?
No, just to take the test.
Just to take the test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long did you have to take the classes before you could take your test?
I started in September, and it was supposed to end in May, but I decided on my own to take the test in March.
So you were ready to take it a little bit earlier.
The teachers didn't seem to think so, but I did.
Okay, so you thought.
So when you feel you're ready, you'll know you're ready to take the test.
Okay, well that's good.
But some programs you must finish.
Okay, so you were at one that when you felt like you're ready, you could take it, but there was a set program for you to take.
Yes.
Okay. Did you feel like you had to study on your own, or did you mostly get what you needed from class?
No, a lot of studying on your own.
So you did it on your own. Okay. Was the class close to your house or far away from your house? Do you remember, like, where were you living when you were taking the class?
Joe Road, Mannheim.
Outside of Mannheim, and the class was in Lancaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you were able to go there. Was it during the day or was it at night?
During the day.
During the day. So
I got Jackie on the bus and then went straight in.
Okay, so you were able to drive in. So I was just asking because I was thinking about people who maybe didn't have like their own car, or maybe they have one car in the family and their husband's driving to work or something.
I probably
like
could have
that.
went to a class closer.
Okay.
But since I was from Lancaster, I just rather
You were
felt
just comfortable going to
comfortable.
Lancaster. Okay. So when you went to class, can you just describe what the class was like? Like, what kind of things did you do, or when you got there, what could you expect?
There wasn't a whole lot of people as old as I was.
Really?
It was just a lot of kids that dropped out of school,
Okay.
and maybe they had to do it. I don't know what the program is. If before you get a job, you had to maybe get a diploma too. Some works require.
Okay. Did you make any friends in your class?
Not at all.
No?
No.
You didn't talk I don't believe that you didn't talk
Well,
to
there
people.
was a lady as old as me, but she dropped out.
Oh.
She, I guess, it was
Yeah. Yeah.
too much for her.
Yeah,
I mean, we were in a class full of, it was probably just me and her the same age, but then we're talking 20 years and below.
Okay. So it was mostly
So we were
younger
like,
kids, yeah. Like kids your kids' age.
yeah, so kind of we were momming them, trying to help them while we're supposed to be getting help.
Were you? Well, that was good. You helped. All right. Well, let's see. Did you have a favorite part of your classes? Like something about it that you kind of looked forward to?
Yeah, when you got your assignment and then you got to work right there on your own.
Yeah?
Not like them just teaching.
When you got to try it out, what you learned. You liked that part the best.
Yes.
So just sort of working on your own,
Mhm.
trying to figure things out. Okay. Well, let's see. When you think about it, what was the most difficult part of being a student? In other words, you were an older student. Most of the kids in your class were younger. You had to get your kids on the bus, so make sure everything was okay at home. Then drive to Lancaster, take your classes, take the class itself, learn new stuff. So out of all that, what was like the most difficult part of being a student for you?
Raising your hand when you didn't understand because the younger kids are all in the classroom.
Oh.
And
So-
you're like married and have kids and you don't know the answers, and they might be a little smarter than you.
So you didn't want to raise your hand and feel like maybe you didn't know it, you were supposed to know it, or since you were older than them that you should have known it.
Yep.
So that was a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you get over it at some point, or did you always sort of feel that way?
No, I always felt that way, so you knew you were going to class just to pay attention.
Yeah.
The
Now, did
best
you
that you
feel
could.
comfortable then, let's say if you were working on your own after the professor was done talking to you or the teacher, did you feel comfortable then just like asking the teacher when you were working on your own, like one-on-one?
Well, our teachers just walked up and down the row so that you didn't really have to, like, nobody else was paying attention if they were
Right.
coming up behind you, like if you need some work.
So then you could get help then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that was good that you got the opportunity to get the help you needed. Let's see. Did you feel like your class and the teachers did a good job preparing you to take your test?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they did a good job and you were happy with the classes.
Yeah.
Do you think that most people probably should take the classes before they take the GED test?
No, I don't think everybody needs to take the classes.
Yeah, just
But I was
depends.
out of school for 20 years. Most of the kids that were taking the test only just dropped out of school and stuff. So they probably could have just took the test, but it's required. Do you know what I mean? They won't just be able to go.
Some
get their
people,
GED.
depending on what they're taking it for whatever.
yeah.
Okay. Do you think that now, when you think about the test itself, do you think the test itself was easy or hard?
I thought it was hard.
Really? And what was the hardest part of the test?
The algebra and math part.
Algebra, yeah. Algebra was
and,
always hard
and
for me, too.
history.
Yeah.
Because you don't remember that stuff that you learn in history class.
Yeah, the things like dates and all the
Mhm.
different events.
And presidents.
You had to
And I
memorize the
still don't
presidents.
know 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
You just did your best for the test.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's good. You passed it on the first time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. What do you think? So when I was telling you, I called you a couple weeks ago and told you about this, and I said that I sometimes work with people who are learning English and how I went into their adult class, and you said to me, "Oh my gosh, that would be so hard." So what do you think? What do you think about that? Like people who are still trying to learn English taking their GED test. Do
You
you
need
think-
to be able to comprehend what they're reading, or they're not going to be able to take the test. There's no.
Right. I think
Yeah.
sometimes it's hard enough probably if you haven't been in school for a while, and then if
Right.
you're learning English, yeah, you just seem to be,
Then they definitely need to go to classes.
yeah.
You need that class.
Yeah, I would think so. Well, good. Well, let's see. So you said the algebra was the most difficult part of your test. So after you took your test, I know you were really happy that you finally got your GED. So when you think about back at that time when you were happy that you finally got your diploma, what changed?
Well, you didn't get it right away.
You didn't get it right away.
Mm-mm.
You took the GED, and then how did you get
Like
your diploma?
March, and then in May, they mail it to you.
Okay, did they just mail it to you automatically if you passed, or did you have to like fill out some forms?
Nope, they
or
mail it to you, and then they give you the results in a big envelope.
how long
in
did
the
that take to get your results?
Like May.
So a couple months.
Because I had to wait till everybody took the test because I went before them.
Oh, okay.
Do you
So
know
you
what I
had to
mean?
wait till the class was over, to that class that you were in
Mhm.
was over. Okay. Well, after you got your GED and you were happy that you got it, what did anything change for you?
Only that I achieved something.
Yeah,
and
you were
I
happy.
felt good about it, but
I know
Well,
you
no.
were. And we have, oh, I put it right here.
it don't matter if other people don't.
No, it doesn't.
Because it's for your own.
Yes, and look, we have Aunt Donna's diploma in gold. She framed it in gold right away when she got it, so now she has it. So she keeps this in her house, and with all her important things. And I was wondering, so if somebody came to you, somebody you know, or maybe didn't know that well, what advice would you give to someone like you who has been out of school for a long time and is thinking about getting their GED?
Well, if they can speak English well, then they could probably sign up and go ahead and take the test. But if they're unsure of their ability to do math or whatever it is, then they need to go to classes.
Okay, and you were showing me yesterday because we were talking about how you got ready for it, and I saw this book. And this book,
It's overwhelming.
I know. When I saw this, I thought, oh my gosh, that's bigger than the phone book. So what did you do so that this didn't seem to be so bad?
I sectioned it off into all the subjects because there's like 7 subjects now.
Right. So you still have your little Post-it notes here.
Yep.
Yeah, you have your notes here. And then you just took one subject at a time and just...
Maybe did 5 pages of that one subject. I don't think you have to do the whole thing. But in school, I think it is required.
So you were in class, you were in class 3 days a week?
3 days a week.
And so how many days did you sit and do homework?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Sort of set...
Because if you put it down, then you forget. Well, some people do. I do. You'll forget what you were learning.
So when you sat down...
If you didn't do it for a couple days, it was easier to just do a page.
Okay. So when you sat down to do your homework, did you usually maybe do it for a set amount of time, like for an hour? Or did you maybe just have a goal in mind? Like
about an hour. I didn't want to do it longer than that.
Yeah. That's
because the kids were so...
Yeah, you had kids coming home, and so you had to fit all that in with all the stuff at your house. Okay. So when you think about this whole experience, is there anything else that I didn't ask you about or you would want to tell people about?
Yeah, in the classes, they have broken down the book.
Okay.
Like, if you go to a class, I don't know right now, but back when I did it in 1995, they gave you each skinny subject.
Mm-hmm.
It had its own book. And now it's all in one, like that.
Okay. Well...
So maybe they should keep it broke down, then it wouldn't be so, like...
You mean now, so they still give you... Or they gave you this big book, but you can get smaller ones? Or you're saying,
in class. Mm-hmm.
In class, they have the smaller ones.
Yes.
Now, did they give this big book to you, like... Do you get this big one when you sign up, or you get the smaller ones in class?
You always get the smaller ones in class, and this is if you're studying from home.
Oh, did you have to buy this one separately?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you had to buy that one. Okay. So yesterday when I came, I thought it would be fun for us to write a Where I'm From poem. And I thought that would be fun because it sort of gives, like in a short snapshot, an idea of all of the other things. Because we talked about the process of getting your GED and sort of your goals for that. And I thought it might be interesting, though, because students are so much more than that. So I thought just to do a quick snapshot of who you really are and all those other things that are a part of who you are, we did a poem yesterday when I was here. So I have your poem. So did you want to read it or do you want me to read it again?
You may read it.
Okay, you want me to read it. Okay, so Where I'm From, and this is by Donna Lockoff, or Aunt Donna. I am from city streets and a country farm. I am from tables of treasures at flea markets, writs, and yard sales. I am from days spent fishing alongside of my husband of over 30 years. I am from the promise of gold from corn silk when hidden deep and dark. I am from children all nestled while snug in their beds. And I am from a stuffed toy skunk that soaked up my tears. I am from the things all around me that I see. I see pet birds, lawn ornaments, and Jack's mounted ducks. I see handcrafted family treasures and the blankets I've crocheted with love. I see a Bible displayed in honor of our Father above. I've spent my time caring for the children of others and my own. I lovingly make jellies, cakes, and sweetbreads to give to those I love. If you would take the time to look, you'd see a very important career in my home. I am from all of these things and more you see. Much more than punching a time clock makes who I am me. I think that's it. That really does describe you, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much so.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for helping me. Okay. Yeah, and I think that you can. I'm going to give you a copy of your poem, but I think that you're going to help a lot of us understand a little bit better of what perspective it is to go back to school when little later in life. So thanks for helping me. I do appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
The end.
The end. Now we.